everybody. Welcome to my live. Oh, camera's a little crazy there, but let's see if I can get this big candle out of the way. That's just not happening. Shoot. Hang on real quick, guys. Hopefully it's real quick. If not, this annoying wire will just be in the way. Well, that's a little bit distracting. But I guess that's the best I can do in the moment. Maybe this. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Let's come down a little bit. I don't know how to get this camera. Here we go. Okay, I think that's better. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome. So this is going to be the Taurus video. So I want you guys to get excited. This is going to be Taurus for May of 2020, which is a really exciting time. So let's go ahead and see what's happening. Please check your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Jupiter placement for women looking for a spouse or listening to tarot about a spouse or a very significant lover. And also, like I said, check your 7th house. Announcement, if you're watching the intro of this video, which I hope you are, so your comments won't be silly later, I follow Vedic astrology, not tropical astrology. There is a difference. I have on my community page a couple of videos, one from Joni Patri and one from Raj Kapel from KRS channel of astrology, talking about why Vedic. Okay, so if you guys want to know why I follow Vedic and what's going on with Vedic versus tropical, that should be able to give you some information, okay? Just to get you started. And hi, everybody. Welcome to all the new people. I bet there's a lot of Taurus people out there. We still have 15 days, currently as of this moment, still in the sign of Aries. But for all you tropical people out there, for the sun signs anyways, you guys are just getting into Taurus and you love it. So we're going to stay open-minded. You can follow your Vedic sign here, or you could follow your tropical. I really don't care. It's what resonates with you, and you can just, tap on and see what works best for you. I find that tropical astrology is more psychological based, and Vedic astrology has more to do with your soul path and soul work and purpose and dharma and those kinds of things. So I think they both hold value. They both hold water. So I'm going to start getting my tarot ready. I think I'm going to go ahead and choose my dragon tarot, and also let's go ahead and do my fairy tarot from Doreen Virtue. Okay, hi everybody. Happy birthday everyone who is in this season. Hi. All right, so Taurus, moon is obviously exalted in your sign. What the heck? And my card was turned backwards. That is so weird. Out of all my cards, I had one upright. Maybe it's a sign. I opened it right up to that. Princess of Spring, optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, energetic. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your activity take flight. So I think a lot of you Taurus signs are really excited for a new beginning, not just because of the new year, but I mean a new beginning with you, your perspective. A new beginning as far as springtime represents the birth of ideas, the birth of new relationships, the birth of a new you. So you're just feeling excited more on a personal level, okay? And the Princess of Spring is the Page of Wands, in case anybody's wondering. So you're taking steps in a new direction, Taurus. And as I shuffle, we'll just chit-chat a little bit about Taurus. You guys are, as everyone likes to say, bullheaded, hard-headed people. Yes, you're stubborn. You're also extremely hardworking, determined, loving, and loyal, okay? A Taurus will stay in a commitment come hell or high water. So high five, Taurus. You guys are one committed, stubborn little bullheaded person. Okay? You are just the stubborn, cute one, aren't you? You guys are also extremely beautiful. Venus rules your sign. So a lot of Taurus people are going to be very aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Beautiful hair, beautiful eyes, slender bodies, or very physically fit bodies for the men. Taurus people always have a nice, well-manicured kind of appearance. Now, when I'm describing Taurus, don't think that it's all tropical and that's totally not my person. He's a slob or she's extremely overweight. Of course, there's different aspects to different signs of Taurus. But generally speaking, Taurus, generally speaking, has a beautiful exterior aesthetically. Okay? That may not apply to everyone, but it is a general, okay? So that is generally what, you know, a Taurus would look like. Taurus people also tend to be tall. I would say over the height of 5'8", you know, for men, and certainly over 5'5" for women. A lot of Taurus people are taller for some reason. You'll also notice they're athletic, a lot like Aries. They like to be outdoors. They like to be in nature. So Taurus people are generally sports driven in some cases, especially the closer they are to the sign of Aries. But if they're not sports driven or competitive, they like solo activities like fishing, hunting even. They also love bird watching. They always start collections. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them have collections of some sort. Either, you know, it's pictures or it's a collection of memorable items or snow globes or postcards or picture frames or whatever from everywhere they go. Maybe even if it's coffee mugs, you know, they always have a little collection of something. They like to keep an orderly house. They like to organize. And I do think that they're very, you know, detail-oriented people. So not as much as Virgo, but to an extent, you know, to an extent, Taurus people like to have their things in an organized, orderly fashion. Because again, exterior and beauty means something to the sign of Taurus. You guys have an eye for beauty and an eye for talent. So you'll notice for careers, a lot of Taurus people are either A, hardworking and working somewhere that they love and they don't mind working on a team, or B, they're doing something very driven, personally driven, like they're a manager, you know, of singers and artists. They manage people with their talents. They might be even in the hair industry, the makeup industry. The clothing line industry. A lot of Taurus people are into fashion, okay? They somehow, somewhere along their life, get an interest in a clothing line that they want to invent themselves, something they want to create themselves. They like to do that. And they try to, how do you say, a trend setter. They like to be a trend setter. They like to be a little bit different. They don't want to be just, you know, cookie cutter people. They want to stand out a little bit. Okay, they want to shine. Taurus people are usually not the beautiful person that is in the center of the room like a Queen of Wands. That's not Taurus. A Taurus person is beautiful and more of a wallflower kind of way. Taurus likes to sit on the sidelines. They don't like to be in the center of attention. They really just don't. They wouldn't mind it, you know, so much, but they're not all about it. They're not all about it. It's not their thing. It's not a goal to be captain of the football team or head of the cheerleading squad or, you know, movie star on the stage. It's not their goal, you know. They have an eye for all of those things and they know how to pick them out and they know who will be. They're very good judges of character, but that's not really their thing, is to be in the limelight. Taurus is more of a discoverer. Does that make sense? A discoverer. Yeah, I think that's a word. They like to discover beautiful things. Taurus people are also explorers. They love to explore new places and kind of put down roots in different places. So you guys might find yourselves moving from here to there throughout your life, settling down roots in new areas. So I'm just pulling a few cards as I talk about you, just pulling your energy, seeing what your current situation is, Taurus. So far I have the 8 of Winter, the 6 of Spring, the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what else I have. Okay. What else do we have going on here? Hi. Hi. So we have the Magician also. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. So life experience, guys. You guys may be experiencing some very big shifts in your perspective. Is that a word? I can't talk today, seriously. Perspective is what I meant to say. Some very big shifts in your perspective. And let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. There's some Tower moments here. What I'm hearing is some sacrifices are being made. What are you sacrificing, Taurus? We have the 8 of Winter, the 6 of Spring, the Will. This is stuck, unable to budge, unable to move. Kind of having a lack of faith in yourself, thinking you're a little bit powerless. Kind of a lack of self-confidence. Kind of keeping yourself away from something. And then we have 6 of Wands. This is the limelight. This is the center of the stage. This is the star. This is reputation. And this is beauty. This is good news. This is reconciliation energy. This is success and public recognition. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel can also be indicated. And then you have the Magician. You do anything. Okay, you can do anything you want. You can just take charge of your life, manifest whatever it is you feel. You have the power. Okay, red looks like a very popular color for you today. You might be feeling the energy of red, which is powerful, fiery, creative, kind of ingenuitive, if that's a word. This person here has red flowers. I just moved around my plants. I had my red flowers and my cardinal. For some reason, I'm just getting the vibes that red is your thing right now. You might be attracted to a red car. You might be attracted to red bed sheets or red nail polish or even a red hair color. But even if it's not the colors that you're attracted to, you're just represented by a fire sign kind of energy, which is the beginning. Okay, the Magician is the first beginning of the major arcana, minus the Fool card, which is really the beginning, but Fool is the first step. Magician is the beginning of a manifestation, something that you want. So I definitely think this is going to push you forward, okay? Pushing you forward into your dreams, pushing you forward towards travel. Taurus, you are thinking about travel. You want to go somewhere. The delays are over. You're ready to do it. Now that it's not court-ordered, or not court-ordered. I can't talk today, seriously. Now that it's not an obligation to stay at home and be in quarantine, I think you are considering a road trip. Okay, let's keep going here. So I just think that you could also be dealing with an air sign that has kept you away from them. You're separated from an air sign. I do think you're going to be reconciled with this air sign in about 6 weeks. If you want to know what an air sign is, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The loudest sign of the air signs is Gemini, because this can be for Gemini and the Magician can be for Gemini. So Gemini has 2 score points, okay, as far as the air signs go. But we also have Virgo energy here, and we have Capricorn. So there's a lot of Earth here also in your reading. More than anything, I see financial success. I see growth in a business. And I see that you have complete power and control over this. I think the Tower taught you some life experience. I think you've been going through some things and you've definitely changed. Okay. So that's just the intro. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you mentally right now. What's going on with this sign of Taurus mentally? going on with the sign of Taurus emotionally? What's going on with the sign of Taurus in love? What's going on with the sign of Taurus with challenges? What's a challenge for Taurus? Got 3 of them. Okay. All right. And bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. Also soul searching. Deep soul searching. Looking for answers. Being isolated. Wanting to find out the truth. Okay, so now Virgo has 2 points as well. Virgo Gemini is very prominent with this sign of Taurus. Okay, we're going to keep moving forward. What's going on in your thoughts is Prince of Winter, which is the Knight of Swords. This is you really looking for answers, trying to get a solution to your problem, trying to act quickly and decisively. You might have gotten some sudden news, some unexpected news. Clarifying this energy here for the Knight of Swords is the 6 of Pentacles, which is reciprocity, also money coming in. I feel it's a return of money, a return of financial good news, or maybe someone's going to be paying you something, owing you something. You're going to get some good news. You might have also got that stimulus check deposited in the bank or in the mail. You got some news about that, or you got some news about some kind of financial gain, which could even be unemployment or a business opportunity, a business loan, or just some kind of financial assistance in some way, some good help, positive energy. Then we have the 3 of Wands, manifestation. It's something that you were waiting on, okay? You expected this money to come in. You expected this letter, this good news. You knew it was coming, but it finally came. So Ace of Wands, now you're excited. What are you going to do with this money? What are you going to do with this news? Ace of Wands is like, I have so many ideas. What could I possibly do? A lot of you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to start your own business. You want to invest it. Some of you guys want to go spend a little time on yourselves, maybe get your hair done, get your nails done, something like that. Some of you guys want to go buy that new car. Some of you guys are definitely thinking of putting it back into the house for a long-term investment. And some of you guys just needed to pay bills and stay afloat. But either way, you're blessed and you're happy. You're very determined and you're very focused on your responsibilities and your home life. Taurus, right now, what's really important to you is relationships with family and friends and your house, your home. Wherever you rest your head, that's priority. You're not concerned about anything else. The most important thing for you right now is stability. And you want to be assured that everything is stable. You could also be thinking about starting a relationship with a new fire sign, okay? You might have recently been juggling around 2 people, and now you're considering manifesting a new relationship with somebody that could be an Aries, okay? You're thinking about that. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Wands. You're letting go all burdens of the past. There's no more pain. There's no more struggle. This is over. You're coming out of a very hard time. So this is positive and good news. Now what you're feeling emotionally is Strength card. And this is Leo energy. This is a balance of strength and gentleness. It's the grace that you need to overcome any kind of challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. It's kind of just embracing what was and having the courage to change what you want. Clarifying this energy is the 5 of Wands. Give me a couple more clarifiers, please, for strength, for Taurus. And we have the 7 of Wands and also the 3 of Swords. I think you had a very hard time with a Leo in the past, Taurus. There was some competition. There was always people involved. Everyone was poking their nose in your relationship. Everybody. People at their job, people as your family, everyone just poking their nose where it didn't need to be. Everybody was always like, what's going on, Taurus? What's going on with Taurus's person? You feel very invaded, and you just feel like disrespected. How dare everyone disrespect our boundaries? Why is everyone disrespecting our home, disrespecting our relationship, disrespecting our boundaries? You tried to warn your person that some of these people were not good friends or they were not trustworthy family, but they didn't listen. They did not listen. And even though you kept feeling like people are invading your relationship and invading your home, it kept going on. 7 of Wands. On and on and on as the story goes. Constant interruptions and busybodies and invasions and opinions. And you were always on guard. You were always defensive, having to defend your home, having to defend your nest egg. Maybe a lot of people always had their hand out too, looking for money, looking for something from you guys. And if it wasn't money, maybe they were always bugging. Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Has everyone ever had friends that are just complete bugaboos? They're like 20 years old and bugging to move their couch and move their apartment, and can you come here and bring this down? Can you give me a ride from work? Can you pick up so-and-so from work? Can you do me a favor and get this person out of trouble? Can you, grow up. And I think, Taurus, you were just sick of your person coming to the aid of everybody else and neglecting you or your home or your family or in some sense like that. And you're like, I'm sick of it. I have one important goal, and that is stabilization and support for my unit, my family unit. I'm not here to support everybody else, It's not that you don't have a heart for other people, but you know that when your situation is fragile and there are some situations that could be a problem in your home and they're not paying attention to your home, they're neglecting it, but helping others, there's a problem. And so you're dealing with someone who is a little bit naive, or what's the right word? I don't know the right word, but I would just say selfish in a way that they didn't really care about how you felt, Taurus. Or if this is reversed and you're watching the sign of Taurus for your lover, then reverse it. If you're watching it about them, okay, it's reversible. But this is a very frustrated energy here. 5 and 7 of Wands is the most defensive and frustrated energy. I felt like you were always in a battle with this person, which left you brokenhearted here with the 3 of Swords. So you felt betrayed, stabbed in the back, and just hurt. Hurt, really. And I think you're feeling like you're overcoming this person. You're overcoming the bullshit that you had to deal with this person, but it took a while for you to see the light. It took a lot for you to be able to not be so frustrated and overcome this. Bottom of the deck is another 10. Wow, bottom of the deck for the mental area was 10 of Wands. Now bottom of the deck for the emotional area is 10 of Swords. So a very painful separation, a very painful breakup, meaning you guys probably had a huge argument before a separation. A very big argument. Okay, a bad argument where it led to some words that you didn't want said, actions done that you didn't want done. It just got ugly. It got really ugly between you guys, and you're pissed off about it and hurt because you felt like you were pushed in a corner. You felt like you were forced. They forced your hand. You almost think that the friends wanted that to happen. They wanted you guys to fight and break up. Some of these friends are not to be trusted, or these family members, or whoever these people are. Oh, whoops. It's like they wanted to start trouble between you guys, and they won. It certainly did. And now the relationship's dead and gone. It's over. You don't know how long it's going to be over, but it's over right now. Either you're mad at each other and you had a talk of separation, or you separated. But Taurus, this is a big argument. It's a big problem. It's a big enough problem to where you think this isn't going to work. Okay, this isn't going to work. Your challenge here is the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love, Taurus. The beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one. The awakening of psychic abilities, or even spiritual and emotional epiphanies. So your challenge is to heal and let this go. You're either going to meet someone new, or you're going to, you know, reconcile and have a rebirth of your current relationship. But having to get over the past is really hard for you, Taurus. Because Taurus likes to make wise decisions, and generally wise decisions are not repeating the past. So Taurus is more of the sign saying, I don't want to repeat the past. I know what that was, and I don't want it to happen again. And this is where your stubbornness is going to come in. Because based on what happened between you guys, well, what if it happens again? I don't think I want to entertain that. And if I do get back with this person, I want them to drop those friends or those family members. I want to see some serious changes. That's why the challenge is open your heart. It's going to be hard. Give me a little bit more clarity for Taurus, for Ace of Cups. I have 2 cards. I have the 4 of Wands, which is like marriage. Okay, it's a commitment, it's a relationship. It's a promise, it's a union. Okay, it's coming together very passionately. And then we have a 5 of Pentacles. Which, as you guys know, is dark night of the soul. It's loss. It's worry. It's, I don't have enough. Your challenge is to come out of this situation, which left you guys either damaged, ill, broke, or separated, and being able to come back together and positive, because now we have the 6 of Cups, which is the past and reconciliation. It's about nostalgia and loving someone from the past, missing someone, missing a soulmate. Even the 4 of Wands, the 11-11 energy is soulmate energy, twin flame energy. So this is about healing, rebirthing your relationship from this very difficult, painful past. Letting bygones be bygones and hoping for something new. And Taurus, there's a struggle because that's not what Taurus does. Taurus doesn't go about their business hoping for something new with the same person. Taurus is, you know, either we're going to make this work together or we're not, but I'm not going to renew something. So you're facing some problems with ego. You're facing some struggles. Some of the things that you're going to have to work on is 2 of Summer. Falling in love, which 2 of Summer is 2 of Cups. Okay? You guys are going to have to work on this relationship. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness comes up again. And the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. And that's the answer of the day here. You also had a second 4 of Wands. Now you have 2 in a row. Taurus, it's no bueno because, yeah, usually you are married or you're in a very serious relationship. That's usually Taurus. Unless they're extremely young, college bound, still looking for the one. I mean, Tauruses are usually taken. Not because they're just the hottest thing on the block, but because they're interested in getting into commitments. Okay? And then here we have the 4 of Wands again, which is about marriage, commitment. Okay? These are some things you're going to have to work on. Your commitment level, through thick or through thin. Being grateful because you have a lot to celebrate over deep feelings of peace and happiness. Also a contented personal life. The other card that was sitting there is Ego, which is the Devil card. The illusion of being trapped, Taurus. He's burning a paper that says guilt. Placing too much importance on material items, Taurus. Getting caught up in fear and worry. So Taurus, don't get so stuck into all your fears and worries about the dramas that did happen over here. Yes, it was shitty. It was not fun. It was a very difficult time for you. But I do think that the universe wants to give a rebirth to this relationship. This relationship is meant to be healed. We even have another 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. So 2 6 of Wands, 2 4 of Wands. That is reconciliation and recognition of a soulmate relationship. Taurus, you may have to get past your own ego and your own self and materialism right now and look into the emotional. And this might give you a little bit of some trouble, you know? And it's no wonder, because Venus is going to be in its own sign, Taurus. And that talks about relationships, marriage, commitments. No wonder your whole video, Taurus, so far is about a marriage or a very deep love. Because that's what's going on in your sign right now with Venus. Venus wants to establish this relationship. Venus wants this. Venus also wants money, financial stability. You want it all. Nothing's wrong with wanting it all, but it presents challenges because there are other people involved that have caused a lot of problems. Spirit, tell me about these problems. Tell me how we're going to get through this with the Four of Spring and the Ego card here. How are we going to conquer the devil? You won't believe it. 6 of Wands came out. Okay, recognition, public speaking. This is about strength and courage. This is about winning a very hard battle and coming home and saying, I'm the victor. Okay, it's about confidence. Okay, you need to show people that you're in control. You need to show those people this is your relationship. Mark your claim. Mark your stake here and say, this is mine. This is about speaking up and claiming ownership. I think a lot of your problem, Taurus, is you have been too quiet, too mousy. You haven't fought for what's yours. Spirit's saying fight for what's yours. You have a decision to make. 2 of Swords. Are you going to look blindly at the situation and walk away and feel defeated, or are you going to fight for it? 4 of Pentacles. Part of something you have to work on is hanging on to what's yours. You put too many years, too much work, too much effort into this relationship to just let it slip away. This does have a good foundation. So without further ado, bottom of the deck, again, a second Knight of Swords. We have a lot of double cards here. Messages, information, and actions are being taken on your relationship. It's good news, really. Now, in the extended, I am going to get into who these people are and how you're going to solve those problems. But since we're all here right now, I'll give you some more cards. Let's just go ahead and look into what that situation is. That situation is the Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. More swords. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, love. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now you're going to have to protect what's yours. These people are needing to hear the truth. They are under some kind of an illusion. You need to stick your sword out and say, let me give you some clarity. Let me break some truth down to you. Let me show you what's really going on. Let me show you my force. Because they're showing their force to you. They're showing you their power. The power of influence that they have on you or your person. The power they have in your relationship to stir shit up. They're showing you their face. And it's up to you to show yours. Bottom of the deck is keys on a ring. Your person has too many options, honey. They have decisions to make because these people offer your person, hey, I'm available. They may not say it, but they certainly put it out there. And I know, I'm giving you a little bit too much information. I have to go to the extended. But yeah, your person is being made offers. And you're like, I know they are. Damn it. Thanks for the confirmation. But shit, what do I do? You need to show them your face. God, I keep dripping here. What the heck? Because this is an unconventional relationship, meaning you're either living together, not married, you have children and you're not married, or You're married, but they're not acting like they're married. It's a very unconventional relationship. Also, where there's too many friends. You know, guys, let me just give you a good recipe for a marriage. Friends should not be a strong component for a strong marriage. Siblings should not be a strong component for a strong marriage. Parents should not be a strong component for a strong marriage. All those things need to be put at bay or left behind in a marriage. If people are hanging on to all those people, there's too many people in bed with you. I don't mean literally, but I mean there's too many people in the marriage bed. There's just too many people involved in the marriage. It leads to problems. And your person is stringing people along. It says it right there. You or your person is stringing those friends and people along. We also have one night stand there. And you knew this was going to happen. And you knew this was happening. Oh boy. Your person sounds like a hot mess. Can this relationship be saved? Yes. Do you need to show some balls? Yes. Do you need to show some swords? Get some strength? Put some power into this? Oh yeah. Because this ain't cool. And your intuition's already been telling you. Other people are involved. I don't like it. It's causing problems. Show me this information that you've been given for the sign of Taurus. We have talking, interested, conversing more, an awaited message arrives. That's just what I said earlier. Reiteration, a text, call, email. So yes, confirming this Prince of Winter, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. You've been awaiting this message, okay? Or this letter, something that you've got in the mail. It's been come. You knew it was coming. You're very interested about the information. Let's see what else supports this. It's a loving message. It's unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. Whatever message you got brought some happiness, brought some cups. It wasn't a bad message. It was a good message. Okay, it was awaited. This is a happy thing for you. I think you guys might have even been contacted by an ex. You may have been contacted recently through social media, email, or some kind of messaging system. You're considering another option, which might be why you have some trouble trying to fix this relationship. Because now Taurus has an option. Taurus doesn't have to stay. Taurus doesn't have to stay. But again, spirits like Taurus, you can salvage this relationship. But Taurus is like, I don't know how safe this feels. I just don't know. Show me the challenge, please, for Taurus with Four of Wands and Five of Pentacles. That's too many cards, please. Give me less. I'll take one. Okay. Yep, your challenge is engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Hello, Four of Wands. Your challenge is to stay married to someone you feel betrayed by. Your challenge is to work this shit out. And then we have photograph. But Steph, I'm looking at my photos, I'm seeing what this asshole did, and no, I want to make new memories. Hey, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to read your cards. All right? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. If this isn't your story, it's not your story, okay? But this is a story for some Taurus out there. So you want to make some new memories, but you're looking at the nostalgia between you and this person. I mean, literally, nostalgia comes in, and you have the Six of Cups, which is nostalgic. You know, it's like, damn it. Why do they want me to marry this guy? Why do they want me to marry this girl? Or why do they want me to stay married or stay committed? Why? Why when all this is going on? I know, I'm asking myself the same question. Why? I don't know. Taurus, oh, you have some of the most complicated relationships. You really do. You really do. I mean, if it's, oh my God. And, the worst thing about this, Taurus, is you're a freaking committed asshole. So you do stick around. You do. You just do. I'm like, well, Taurus, okay, you're gonna stay with this crazy person. Okay, all right, oh, fine. You hear? Yeah, Taurus wants to stay. But that's what Taurus wants to do. But when Taurus has had enough of the bullshit and it feels like it's financially going to strain you, or you feel like your home is neglected, Taurus is done. Packing up ship. I don't care if we have the best sex in the world, we have the most beautiful kids, and a 5-carat diamond ring. The minute our house becomes neglected, the minute our commitment becomes neglected or second place, fuck that, I'm out. I'm out. And I've known a lot of Tauruses that just go, and usually it's financially based. This is, okay, I knew a Taurus guy that was with a young girl, and poor thing, she didn't work very much, and she straight out of high school went to work, and so she was working somewhere that just didn't pay very much, and she didn't have a car, she didn't have a license, she didn't have a degree, she didn't even have a GED yet, or barely had a GED. She didn't know how to cook an egg. She didn't know how to keep a house clean. She tried her best. And the Taurus that I knew stayed with her for almost 3 years, hoping she would grow up and, just be her own woman, or make something of herself, or, but that girl was so stuck to that Taurus's ass. She would follow him at night when he went out with his friends. She would search his pockets. She was very insecure. And she would just argue and fight. And maybe she thought that's what relationships were all about, was, arguing and fighting. But this Taurus wasn't having it. He was like, no. And this Taurus was older than the girl. And he just wasn't having it. He's like, no, no, no. No, I'm trying, and they had obstacle after obstacle. They overcame so many obstacles, moving from one house to another, staying with friends, moving from one state to another, going through family disputes. I mean, they were really fighting for each other. He was her first love, first everything. And so they really made a go of it. But for the Taurus, when it came down to the fact that they were getting older after 3 years, and she was still the same girl she was 3 years prior, he decided to leave. And I am definitely knowing the reason is because of financials. Like that did it. They weren't growing, They had a 1-bedroom apartment. They just weren't growing. And she didn't bring anything to the table. I mean, yeah, she brought love and sex and friendship and family, and it was beautiful. Like, the good parts were beautiful, but she just didn't bring anything else to Taurus. No financial stability, no security. And as insecure as she was, and not realizing in those days, she was extremely codependent. She didn't realize that. She thought she was a normal girl, but she was very codependent, which equals insecure. She blamed him for the insecurities, thinking, he was a cheater, a liar, deceiver. She didn't look in the mirror. She was too young to realize all of her insecurities were a lack of security in herself, which kind of created those dramas. So she kind of created those situations herself, driving him away, essentially. But it wasn't even that really drove him away. It was the fact that she had no aspirations or dreams to bring security to the relationship. She didn't consider wanting to buy a car. She didn't consider wanting to own a house. She didn't consider wanting to get new furniture. She didn't consider wanting a new bed set. Everything handed down to her from, her mom and her dad was good enough. You know, her old high school bed was good enough. You know, um, whatever car she had in high school was good enough. There was no growth. It was like stagnant. So I guess the reason I'm talking about that in this Taurus relationship, because Taurus, that's how I feel you feel. I feel that you feel there's a lot of good here, but someone is just not bringing the stability. And so you're very concerned, and yes, you are materialistically driven on your pentacles. And you're like, there's a lot of love here, there's a lot of commitment here. I might even be able to stick around while you outgrow your childish friends and you outgrow your childish attachment to uh, instigating family members. But I'm not okay if you're going to not participate and give to our household. I want to grow and thrive. And in almost every section, minus your emotions, it involves financials. Your mind is on financials, your challenge is on financials, and again, some of the things you have to work on is stabilization with your financials. So it is a problem. But also the problem here, Taurus, is you need to speak out. You don't speak out enough. Okay? You don't articulate how you're feeling about this. You keep that bottled up and held within. So you're withholding. And you're getting frustrated and you're getting angry. And keep in mind, this is reversible if you're watching for someone else. Okay? Anyways, so this is an issue, Taurus. This is, you know, kind of what's going on. Tell me a little bit more about some of these challenges, some of these things that need work. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords. What does this decision have to do with for Taurus? Self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. Shadow work. Taurus, part of your karma, your dharma, is to be financially stable, but it's also to learn how to love and not be completely indulged in all these aesthetically pleasing lifestyles. Taurus, we know you like the finer things in life. We like the caviar, we like the silks, we like the wines, we like the Italian leather, okay? We like the gourmet kitchens, we like going out to eat, we like nice shoes, we like nice clothes, watches, we like nails, we like good-looking people, we like to be good-looking, we like to have status. Taurus, we know all these things are part of your DNA. You were built for this. But part of your challenge is to overcome some of these karmas with yourself, to overcome and balance out these energies. Because there's some self-indulgence coming in, which is a shadow side. And you may not deal with it 24/7, but it may be an issue for you. Or it's an issue for your person. Someone here has an issue with being all about them. And if it is your person who is obviously letting other people come into your relationship, they're being selfish and you're not having it. How are you going to fix that? And this is where you get stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is where you're tug of war again. What do you do? Because you have a lot of love here. It's a soulmate relationship. It's beautiful. But there's financial issues. What do? We don't stay quiet. That's the decision. You have to tell this person what you feel is really going on. I think if you articulated your real concerns, which is, I love you, I feel we are a soulmate couple. I want us to have a home, a nice car. I see myself having a beautiful life. Let me show you my vision. Show this person your vision. If this person does not want their life to envision what you're envisioning, then that's a cause for a separation. Okay? But if this person opens their eyes and says, okay, Taurus, I want those things too. I want that for my life as well. Then both of you can come together and say, well, I am offended by these infiltrators. I am offended that you are harming our relationship and my security in our relationship because these other people are involved. I want them dealt with. I need them dealt with. And so you guys can come up with a plan on how to handle these other people, because clearly it looks like you both have love and you both share the same visions for the same future. But it's about communication. So don't keep these things to yourself. Which Hermit is very isolated, and it is about self. You know? So a lot of these things are just being hidden within. Bottom of the deck here is Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, and transition. I feel a lot of you Tauruses have already separated from this person, and that's why we had the Tower earlier. So I feel like a lot of you guys have maybe already had a breakup, and now you're hoping maybe you could reconcile this relationship. Is it salvageable? Yes, it's salvageable. Is that person that's separated from you going to come back? Yes, I think you're going to have a new beginning in love this summer. Probably within a month to 2 months, you're going to have some kind of a reconciliation with this person that you had a separation with, okay? If you have not already separated from this person, I think you guys need to talk. You really do need to have a big talk, okay, about what you're going to do to fix the situation. Because it's really about expressing the vision you have for your life. And Taurus, if you've been married to someone for many years and you're an adult and you guys are struggling in your relationship because communication just sucks and you feel like you always have to defend yourself, this is also coming in. These are for older married couples. I feel like you guys are always trying to start something new, a new project, something for yourself. And this person's always coming in trying to take over or control your ideas, which would be your spouse. And I think that your relationship can heal. But you guys do have to talk, open up. There's a lot of pain in this marriage or this relationship, and it needs to be expressed what hurts you so much. I think you guys will overcome this addiction, which is like an ego. I think there is some overinflated egos here. I think someone thinks they're bigger, badder, smarter, and more awesome than someone else. And that person needs to get put in check, again, by communication. I do think you guys will attain a very good level of security. We have 4, 4, 4, so that's a lot of stability. I think that you guys are going to be very confidently moving forward in a healthy relationship. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I think you can move into a very healthy situation here. And if you're already married, rebirth of your love, rebirth of your relationship. If you're separated, a reconciliation looks like it's coming on the way. If you're single, that's a whole nother story altogether, isn't it? If you're a single Taurus, I would definitely think you're younger or older. I don't think you'd be middle-aged. But if you are a single Taurus, I think you have some healing to do over a childhood. I think there needs to be some recovery over some of your growing up that really hurt you. I think that you lack confidence. And I think that you feel less than. And if you're throwing off a vibration where you have low self-esteem or low confidence, that is pushing people away. That's pushing relationships away. It's not because you're undesirable, because hell no, you're not. It's because your vibration is saying, I'm not ready for that. And so I think that, you're pushing people away by just still being hurt from a childhood, or, I really do think it's a childhood. I mean, it could be a past relationship, but that's not for most of you. For most of you, it's your upbringing. You are who you are based on the first 7 years of your life. So you were going through some very heavy things in childhood, even your teens. Okay? And so it's about falling back in love with yourself, making peace with the past, and healing it. Once you close the chapter on that, you nail the last nail in the coffin, and you make peace with your past, I do see a relationship coming up for you. And I don't think you're going to be single for long. I think that you are going to meet someone, particularly a Leo or a Cancer, in the summertime. Okay, I think you're going to meet this person. And, you know, I think you guys are going to have a marriage. I think there's going to be a proposal. Okay, or some kind of a level of I want to be with you and only you in June. Some kind of let's move in together. Okay, so I see this relationship accelerating fairly quickly once you've healed and made peace with your past. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mary Lynn. Thank you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave that there. Let's keep going. I'm going to get an oracle. Shoot, I've already been 55 minutes. Okay. I'm going to get an oracle in here. And I am also going to go to the extended. In the extended, if you guys want to purchase my extendeds, please go to jks1111.com and purchase my monthly. You have 30 days of all my extendeds. You can go view every extended I've ever made and see this month's extendeds, also going into May. So 30 days from whenever you pay, you'll have a login, okay? And it is monthly, so it can be renewed every month. And you can just stay on with that and support this channel and get lots more details of readings for yourself. In the extended, I do want to go into the situation with these people and how that's going to kind of fizzle out, or if it's going to fizzle out for your future with the person that you're having issues with. If you're single, we're going to learn more about what this person looks like, does for a career possibly, how old they may be, and what that looks like. Okay? We're also going to be getting a look into a marriage, what that looks like for you with this person. And I also want to see what this good news is, this message that you got. A lot of it's financial, and we will look into your career sector there in the extended. But I also want to see what this good news is and just get a little bit more details. And I do want to look into what your person feels for you, okay? I may give you guys a sneak peek right now after this oracle and let you know what your person feels for you. Because usually I try to at least get one message like that for the collective without paying. But I'm going to go more in detail in the extended. Let's just go ahead for now and pull this oracle. Spirit, please show me and reveal to me an oracle here for the sign of Taurus. What's the message for the sign of Taurus? All right, and I'm using my unicorn oracles in case you're wondering. So I have the card of anger. Okay, Taurus, safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all your emotions, Taurus. They're all sacred. Isn't that a beautiful card? I think that's gorgeous. Let's go ahead and read that. Okay. Taurus, you may feel angry at yourself or angry at another person or with a situation in your life, but you feel it is somehow unspiritual to express your rage. This fire unicorn is charging in to assure you that anger is not a negative energy. It has as much purpose and value as kindness or love. Feeling or expressing anger is not unspiritual. It is sacred to honor your emotions, and anger can be the fire that you need to pull yourself out of the swamp of lethargy, hopelessness, and doubt. Anger can be the force that helps you overcome fear and take action. It can be the surge of power you need to finally set a boundary and say no to someone or something that is disempowering you. Anger can also be the key to which unlocking deeper fears and being free from the wounds that lie beneath them. Anger is only dangerous when you suppress it or deny it. Just like the volcanic lava flow that builds up, it can be a destructive force when it finally erupts. This fire unicorn wants you to acknowledge your anger. Get to the heart of what is upsetting you, Taurus, and let yourself be angry. Feel it and revel in it, in its messy beauty. Dance, stomp, roar from your anger. Pummel the cushions. Scream out all your fury. Give yourself permission to feel and unleash and release this anger. So long as you don't misdirect your anger towards anyone else, it can be empowering. Taurus, use it to fill yourself with life force and move forward out of denial and repression. There is wildness and beauty in your anger, and it can be such a gift when you see it as sacred. So that's a really good message. Now, I told you I would give you a sneak peek before I go into the extended to see how your person feels about you. So I'll get a message. How does your person feel? If this is your person, you're in a relationship, how do they feel about you, Taurus? Wow. Death to the old, number 13, Scorpio. They feel like this relationship is dying. They feel like it could be even a little dead, you know? They don't feel it has a lot of life left in it. They also could feel like it's going through a very difficult transformation. Sweetie, you're so cute. Look at your little baby cheeks. Hi, babies. Well, look at this, Matthew. This is crazy. I talked about friends and family that were really involved for your person, and we have a confirmation. Okay, I'm gonna be with you. Come here. Oh, your pants are falling off. My gosh. Okay. I'll just butt. Okay, so we have seeking out support in friends and family. So yeah, your person is still way too involved with other people. And your person is out there whining about the drama with you and possibly an ending or a separation. And what are they doing? Seeking out friends and family. Probably the ones that you don't like. And you're like, gosh, can they just stop? Bottom of the deck is, I need more time. You know, so your person just needs some time to work out their anger, work out their issues. Maybe they're the ones that are also very angry. And they have some healing to do in their past. Keep in mind, all these readings are reversible. And Taurus, if I'm picking up more on your person's story than you, feel free to let me know. Remember, these are reversible. I'm just picking up on your energy, so if you're really strongly in tune with them, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, okay. We're going to get one more card here. How does your person feel about you, Taurus? And then we're going to dive into the extended here within the next 30 minutes. Oops. Can you help me with that?
What is it?
Right here. This is a good card. I feel like I'm losing my mind. An awakening.
I want the one that doesn't sing it.
Okay. So your person is waking up, Taurus? Yes. Your person
What was the code?
is dealing with their inner demons.
What the
So let them do what they need to do. This is why your relationship is salvageable. Because they are going to awaken. They're gonna realize, I can't keep doing this with these people. They're not helping my relationship. So I think that you guys have a very good opportunity here to rebuild. I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. I'm going to jump into the extended. I'm going to look more into how they feel about you sexually, how they feel about you emotionally, and what they want with you in the future. Okay, this person. I'm also going to, like I said, just take a look into these other people, how that's going to fizzle out, and what your future looks like with this person. Okay, if you're single, we're going to look into healing your past and dealing with this anger, and who is this new character coming into your life? What do they look like? What do they do? What are the signs to look for? And to get excited about this new love coming into your life. And again, this message is good news for everybody, single and married alike. This is good, positive news. You're having a passionate new beginning. It's something to talk about. It's a manifestation. It's positive. Money is coming in. A lot of you guys are getting answers. And there's a lot of stabilization here for you, Taurus. So really, high five. You're really doing a very good job Looks like there might be some anger issues here, some silence and some repression and some pain, but this is something that can be easily dealt with. Really, it can. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'll jump back on again later and do a karmic or soulmate reading.
Keep swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming, guys. I love you. Remember, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming.
Do readings.
Yep. And do your readings. All right, I'll see you guys later. Love you. Thank you, Taurus.